शुक्र खुदा में रज़वी हो.
Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, in Surah Yusuf, in verse number 5, Inna shaitana lil insani aduwwun mubin. Allah Ta'ala Quran Azim में इरशाद फरमाता है कि बेशक शैतान आदमी का खुला दुश्मन है. बेशक शैतान आदमी का खुला दुश्मन है. Indeed, Shaitan is the open and the manifest enemy of mankind. In other words, he is the open enemy of Hazrat radiyallahu anhu. तर्जमा फरमाते हैं कि बेशक शैतान आदमी का खुला दुश्मन है. यहाँ आला हजरत ने इंसान का तर्जमा लफ्ज़ आदमी रखा इसलिए क्योंकि शैतान आदम का दुश्मन है. समझ रहे? शैतान शुरू से आदम अलैहिस्सलाम का दुश्मन है. तो जब आदम का दुश्मन है तो आदम की औलाद का भी दुश्मन हुआ, तो आदमी का दुश्मन हुआ है. He is the enemy of Hazrat Adam अलैहिस्सलाम from the very beginning. So he is the enemy of the awlad of Adam अलैहिस्सलाम, because we are all the awlad of Hazrat Adam अलैहिस्सलाम. When Almighty Allah commanded all the angels to make sajda to Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah ने जब हुक्म फरमाया तमाम फरिश्तों को कि आदम अलैहि सलाम के हुजूर सजदा करे, उनके सामने सजदा करे, then all the angels made sajda. शैतान ने इनकार किया. शैतान refused. शैतान रिजेक्टेड. अब जुम्मा में ज़्यादा डिटेल से बोलना मुश्किल होता है, मैं मुख्तसर बताता हूँ. आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग ब्रीफली. Almighty Allah commanded all the angels to make sajda to Adam alayhi salam. And what happened? All the angels, all the malaika accepted the command of Almighty Allah और सब ने सजदा किया. शैतान मुनकिर हो गया. अब सवाल यह है कि शैतान तो फरिश्ता नहीं. शैतान इज नॉट एन एंजल. शैतान इज नॉट एन एंजल. द हुक्म वाज फॉर द मलाइका. शैतान वाज नॉट फ्रॉम द मलाइका. शैतान वाज फ्रॉम जिन. ही वाज क्रिएटेड फ्रॉम फायर. सो द हुक्म वाज फॉर मलाइका, वाज फॉर फरिश्ते. बट व्हाट हैपेंड? Shaitan didn't make sajda. And when Shaitan refused to make sajda, what happened? La'nat of Allah. First kafir. First kafir was Shaitan. First disobedience, nafarmani, was by Shaitan. And before that, what Shaitan used to do? उससे पहले शैतान की क्या जिम्मेदारी थी? मुअल्लिमुल मलकूत. इज़ाज़ील was मुअल्लिमुल मलकूत. फरिश्तों की कुछ जमातों को या एक जमात को पढ़ाते थे. He used to teach some of the angels. He was a teacher of angels. मुअल्लिमुल मलकूत. But when he refused to make sajda, although he was not an angel, but because he used to stay in the company of angels, the hukum was for him also. क्योंकि मलाइका की जमात में रहता था, उनको पढ़ाता था, तो जो हुक्म उनके लिए आता वही हुक्म इनके लिए था. इन्होंने इनकार कर दी. मैं सजदा नहीं करूंगा, वो तो मिट्टी से बने, मैं तो आग से बना हूं. He is made from sand and dust. Adam alayhi salam is made from sand and dust. And I am made from fire. इनकार कर दिया उसने. और जब इनकार किया शैतान ने, when he rejected, then he became kafir. He became dushman. Who? He became the enemy of Allah. Why? Because he refused to follow the command of Allah and he refused to respect the Khalifa of Allah, Hazrat Adam ala Nabina alayhi salatu wassalam. क्यों सजदा नहीं किया? आदम की दुश्मनी में, जेलसी, हसद, कि मैं अफजल हूं, आई एम बेटर, आई एम ग्रेटर. So he refused to make sajda. So Hazrat Adam ala Nabina alayhi salatu wassalam, and Almighty Allah removed Shaitaan. ये नहीं देखा कि पहले मलाइका की जमात में रहता था. He didn't see. Allah didn't say he used to stay with the malaika. He taught a jamaat of the malaika. ये नहीं कहा कि ऐसे जगह नहीं दुनिया पे या जमीन पे जहां शैतान ने सजदा नहीं किया. ये कहा कि इसने मेरे एक नबी की बेअदबी की. He made बेअदबी of Allah's नबी आदम अलैहि सलातो वस्सलाम. तो अल्लाह ताला ने उनको निकाल दिया, मनून हो गया. He became cursed. But all this started because of his enmity with Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. All this started because of Shaitan's dushmani with Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. कि मैं अफजल हूं. तो जब आदम से दुश्मनी हुई, when he became an enemy of Adam alayhi salatu wassalam, then indeed Shaitan is the enemy of Adami. He is the enemy of the awlad of Adam. And कैसे दुश्मन है? Quran is saying, inna shaytana lil insani aduwwum mubin. He is an open enemy. खुला हुआ दुश्मन है. बेशक शैतान आदमी का खुला दुश्मन है. Now think for a moment. एक बात सोचने की है. अगर कोई खुला दुश्मन है तो इसका मतलब क्या है? उसकी दुश्मनी आपके सामने जाहिर हो. ओपन एनिमी. दिखे तो सही. वो दिखे ना, दुश्मन जो खुला होगा. एक होता है छुपा दुश्मन, दिखता नहीं, आपको लगता है मेरा दोस्त है. छुपा हुआ दुश्मन, हिडन एनिमी. एंड वन इज ए जाहिर एनिमी, जो सामने है, आंखों के सामने. मगर हम में से कोई शैतान को देख नहीं सकता. We can't see him. Allah is not saying he is your hidden enemy. Allah is saying he is your open enemy. दिखता नहीं, मगर अल्लाह फरमा रहा है कि खुला दुश्मन है. He is your open enemy, he is your clear enemy. Why? क्योंकि ऐसे दुश्मन है, ऐसे खुला है कि इसने तुम्हारे बाप आदम से दुश्मनी की थी. He made enmity with your father Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. तो जो बाप का दुश्मन है वो औलाद का दुश्मन होगा. जो बाप का दुश्मन होगा वो औलाद का दुश्मन होगा. और सच्चे औलाद वो है, ट्रू औलाद आर दोज, कि कभी अपने बाप के दुश्मन से दोस्ती ना करे. कभी अपने बाप के दुश्मन से दोस्ती ना करे. वो वफादार औलाद है. तो हम इंसान होके क्यों शैतान से दोस्ती करना चाहते हो? Why do we want to do what शैतान wants us to do? जिना क्यों करते हो? चोरी क्यों करते हो? नमाजें क्यों नहीं पढ़ते हो? माँ बाप की बेइज्जती क्यों करते हो? माँ बाप को गालियां क्यों देते हो? Why do we swear at our parents? Why do people consume alcohol? Why do people commit zina? Why do people kill one another? Why do you take the haqq of your family? Because if you do that, then you are doing what Shaitan wants. And you are befriending and making him satisfied, who is the enemy of your forefather and our forefather Hazrat Adam ala Nabina alayhi salatu wassalam. तो कहां हुए हम सच्चे मानों में आदमी? असल आदमी वो है. A proper human and insan is him who understands and knows that Shaitan is an open enemy. But Shaitan is also that enemy, mubin, khula hua. One mana of mubin, one meaning of mubin is also roshan, evident, comes and looking nice. अब देखो शैतान जब आपको बहकाना चाहता है, तो क्या वो बिरयानी के साथ बहकाएगा या जहर के साथ बहकाएगा? वो बिरयानी के साथ. If somebody wants to kill you, will he bring a bottle with a red label that says khafar? सही ना, खफार है ना, डेंजर है, और जिसमें स्केलेटन की हड्डियां दिखाते कि इसको मत पियो मर जाओगे. अगर कोई दुश्मन तुम्हें मारना चाहता है तो वो पॉइजन का बोतल लाएगा और कहेगा कि इसको पियो मेरे भाई. नहीं, वो बिरयानी दिखाएगा, अंदर जहर होगा. कोई मिठाई दिखाएगा, उसके अंदर जहर होगा. आदमी सोचता कि मैं मिठाई खा रहा हूं, बिरयानी खा रहा हूं, मगर उसमें जहर है, मर जाता है. घर के लोग कहते कि इसने कुछ पता नहीं क्या हुआ, बिरयानी खाया था, मिठाई खाया था, मर गया. क्यों? उसको मालूम नहीं कि उसके अंदर जहर, इट वॉज लेस्ड विद पॉइजन. मतलब क्या है कि शैतान ऑल्सो व्हेन ही कम्स टू यू, ही कम्स इन अ नाइस फॉर्म. कोई शख्स जब जिना करता है इसलिए करता है क्योंकि वो चीज उसको अच्छी लगती है. इट लुक्स गुड टू हिम, बट दैट इज हिज डिस्ट्रक्शन. उसकी तबाही उसी में है. आदमी जब जुआ खेलता है, when a person gambles, why does he gamble? Because उसको अच्छा लगता है, उसके सामने पैसे नजर आ रहे कि मैं 1 को 10 बना दूंगा, मगर डाला 10 और गया 11, सब खत्म. जितना डाला वो भी गया और जिसकी उम्मीद ने उसने किया वो भी नहीं. सो व्हाट डज इट मीन? उसका मतलब क्या है कि शैतान इज आवर ओपन एनिमी. ही कम्स टू यू इन डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स एंड गाइजेस, मगर हम उसको देख नहीं पाते, समझ नहीं पाते. वजह क्या है? क्यों हम नहीं समझ रहे? Why aren't we recognizing these traps of shaitan? The reason for this is because हम दुनिया में खो गए. We have drowned ourselves so much in the love of this world, in the love of this dunya, that we cannot see the difference between what is right and what is wrong. We cannot see that कदम कदम पे शैतान धोखा देने के लिए खड़ा हुआ है. Quran is telling us, inna shaytana lil insani aduwwun mubin. Indeed, शैतान is the open enemy. बेशक शैतान आदमी का खुला दुश्मन है, मगर आदमी तब भी नहीं सोचता है. आदमी तब भी नहीं समझता मेरे अजीजों, शैतान वो है जो बिस्तर मौत तक नहीं छोड़ेगा. समझ गए? बिस्तर मौत पे आप होगे तब भी वो धोखा देने आएगा, और कब्र में जब पहुंचेंगे तब भी धोखा देने आएगा. इस वजह से अहले सुन्नत वल जमाअत कब्र पे मैयत को दफन करने के बाद अजान देते हैं. This is why we give azan at the grave side. This is why we make the takbir at the grave side. ताकि शैतान भागे, हमारी जनाजे और मैयत जिसको हमने दफन किया उसकी शर से हम शैतान को बचाए, और ताकि उस मैयत पर सवालात कब्र आसान हो जाए. पर शैतान हैज promised, उसने वादा किया है कि मैं बनी आदम को बहकाऊंगा. उसने तो वादा किया है. He has promised that I will mislead Bani Adam. I will throw them into calamity. I will throw them into मुसीबत. मैं उनको बहकाता रहूंगा, मैं उनको गुनाह में डालूंगा, मगर रब्बे कदीर फरमाता मैं उन पर रहम करता रहूंगा, मैं उनको गुनाहों को माफ करता रहूंगा. I will continue to forgive them. Allah is Rahman. Allah is Rahim. हमेशा याद रखिए, always remember that when a person lives his life every day, there are two forces, दो ताकत. One is the shaitani and one is the rahmani. One is the shaitani and one is the rahmani. Allah has given us the choice. Allah has given us aql. कि man can make a decision that इन कदमों से मैं गुनाह की तरफ चल के जाऊं या 5 वक्त मस्जिद में चल के आऊं. अगर गुनाह की तरफ चल के गए मस्जिद में आने के बजाय, तो समझ लो कि तुम शैतान को अपना दुश्मन नहीं समझ रहे हो. You are not regarding shaitan as your enemy. You are falling for the trap of shaitan. उसके बहकाव में आ रहे हो। आप सोचो, एक बेटा अपने मां को गाली देता है, अल्लाह बचाए। A son swears at his mother. Why does he do that? Why does he do that? He does that because he has fallen into the trap of Shaitaan. He has fallen into the trap of Shaitaan, and he has become distant from the mercy of Allah because of his gunas, because of all the wrongs that he is doing. So it is something that is very important to understand, that Shaitan is there at every step. Shaitan is always trying to confuse us. Shaitan is always trying to plunge us into guna. So what do we have to do? We have to recognize the traps of Shaitan. Whatever the traps Shaitan is putting, we have to recognize them. And when you recognize the traps, then by the mercy of Allah, you will be saved from them. You will know कि ये शैतान का जाल है, इसमें मत जाओ. This taking alcohol is the trap of Shaitan. It will cause Allah's azab to come upon me. This making zina is a trap of Shaitan. Disrespecting my parents is the trap of Shaitan. Gambling is the trap of Shaitan. Shaitan throws many traps in front of insan because he intends to destroy insan. He intends to make insan pareshan. He intends to harm insan. But if a person wants to save himself from the traps of Shaitan, then what does he have to do? He has to attach himself to the best and the most perfect and the most unique in Allah's servants. And who is that? Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he attaches himself to Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, jab insan, jab Adami, Adam kya hai? What was Adam alayhi salam? Adam alayhi salam is the first creation amongst the men, amongst humans. The first of insan, mankind. Adam alayhi salam is Allah's Nabi. He is Allah's Khalifa on this earth. But at the same time, Adam alayhi salam is the Qibla of the Noor of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Adam alayhi salam is the Qibla of the Noor of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Or Shaitan darasal was not making enmity with the body of Adam alayhi salam, with the jism of Adam alayhi salam. He was making enemy with the Noor that was in Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. That is why he became our open enemy. And why does he make enmity with us? Because we believe that Adam alayhi salam had a body, he had hands, he had eyes and everything else. But the power in that was the Noor of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. That is why Hazrat Sayyidi wa Murshidi Sarkar Taj Sharia Rahbar Tariqat radiyallahu anh beautifully says, he says, Zaib o Zayn Khak, Zaib o Zayn Khak Fakhre Khakiya. What is dust? Mitti ko le liya. Mitti kya hai? What value is there for sand? मिट्टी की क्या हैसियत है? मिट्टी की क्या कीमत है? आप किसी को जाके मिट्टी गिफ्ट में दे दो. Go and give somebody one आधा किलो मिट्टी या 1 किलो मिट्टी किसी खूबसूरत बॉक्स में डालो और जाके उसको दे दे, तो शायद वो बॉक्स रख दे और मिट्टी फेंक दे. He will probably keep the box and throw away the sand. If you give somebody a box of sand in a beautiful gift box, he will probably keep the box and throw away the sand. He will say it has no value. What is sand? But Huzur Taj Sharia explains beautifully. He says, Zaib o Zayn Khak, the beauty and the decoration and the adornment of dust. Zaib o Zayn Khak, which dust? Insan. Zaib o Zayn Khak, Fakhre Khakiya, and the pride of those who have been created from dust. Is that personality, that he is not only the pride of man and mankind, Zinate Arshe Mu'alla Aap hai, but he is also the beauty and the decoration of the Arsh of Almighty Allah. Who? Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Shaitan's enmity, ab baat wahi pe aa gayi. Shaitan's enmity with Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was because in him was the Noor of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Shaitan's enmity with Adami, with the true Adami, those who are the true followers and the believers, those who believe in Allah and His Rasul and all the Anbiya Ikram, Shaitan's enmity with them is because they believe. What do they believe? That Rasulullah is Noor. Who are those who believe it? The believers, the Muslims, the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'at. This is our Aqidah. So Shaitan's enmity and his dushmani is on the basis of the love for Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if we do not realize this, then kadam kadam pe shaitan hame dhoka dete hue jayega. Shaitan will continue to cause you to slip. He will continue to cause you to fall. So remember always, time is limited, I'm going to finish in a minute, that it is very important, yaad rahe ye sabak, remember the lesson of the Quran of Surah Yusuf, verse number 5. Allah is saying, Inna shaitana lil insani aduwwun mubin. Allah is saying, indeed, the open enemy of the descendants of Adam, of insan, of Adami, of human, of mankind, is Shaitan. Beware of him. Quran is warning us. He's the open enemy. But if we do not hold firm to the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if we do not hold firm to the way of the Sahaba and the Ahl Bayt, the Tabi'een, the Tabi' Tabi'een, the A'immah Mujtahideen, the Awliya Kamilin, we will not be able to be saved from the fitna of Shaitan. Shaitan causes fitna in our homes. Shaitan causes fitna in our families. Shaitan causes fitna in our workplace. Shaitan causes fitna in our masajid. Shaitan causes fitna in every nook and corner of the dunya. But it is for us to understand what the Quran is saying, that Shaitan is your open enemy. So when Shaitan is your enemy, then every act which leads to Shaitan is your enemy. Every act that pleases Shaitan is your enemy. If you miss one salah, what have you done? Have you pleased Allah or have you pleased Shaitan? Ek namaz chhod de. Kya Allah ko razi karoge ya Shaitan ko? Shaitan ko. To kyun chhodte ho namaz? Why do we leave namaz? If you do not fast in the month of Ramadan, who are you pleasing? Allah or you're pleasing Shaitan? You are pleasing Shaitan. Kyun roza nahi rakhte ho? Why are we doing those things which please Shaitan and not doing those things which please our Rabb Almighty Allah? This is what we have to think about. And always remember, and I've said this before in Noori Masjid, and I'm ending with this, that in man, in insan, there are two things. Insan ke andar do kisam ki sifat hote hain. There are two types of qualities inside insan. I've talked about this many times. One is called the sifat malakuti, and one is called the sifat haywani. One is the angelistic quality, and one is the animalistic desire, nafs. And dono mein jang hai, both are fighting each other. The angelistic qualities are trying to overpower the animalistic desire, and the animalistic desire is trying to overpower the malakuti sifat. When a man walks towards the house of Allah, when he hears Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala falah, then he knows for that moment कि मेरे सिफत malakuti ghalib aa gayi. My angelistic qualities have overpowered the animalistic and the evil desire. And when he hears Hayya ala salah and Hayya ala falah, and that time he walks towards guna, ignoring the call of ibadat in the court of Allah, then he should know that my nafs has overtaken my angelic qualities. Kamyab wahi hai, a successful person is that person whose sifat malakuti overwhelms the sifat haywani. And he realizes and understands inna shaitana lil insani aduwwun mubin, that indeed Shaitan is the open enemy of mankind. Isko yaad rakhe, remember this, Put it in your heart, write it on the pages of your heart, that Allah said that Shaitaan is our enemy. And when Allah says he is your enemy, he can never be your friend. And all that which leads to him cannot be beneficial. It will be harmful to you here, and it will be harmful in the hereafter as well. May Allah keep us with Iman. Let us leave this world with Iman. All those who are ill in our community, may Allah grant them shifa kamil sa'at ajil. Those that have passed away in Ahlul Sunnah, Allah exalt them in Jannat al-Na'im. Those that are going through trials and tribulations and difficulties in their lives, may Allah remove the difficulties. The Muslims throughout the world that are going through difficult times, be they in Palestine or in any other part of the world, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower His mercy upon them and ease the difficulties that they are going through. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us from al-mazhab al-muhazzab, mazhab al sunnah, maslaki ala Hazrat radiyallahu anhu, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all with respecting our parents, honoring our parents, and not forgetting them while they are in the dunya, and not forgetting them while they have gone into the akhirat as well. Allah Ta'ala aap sabko khush rakhe, acha rakhe.